Good morning everyone. My name is Anjali Vishwakarma. I'm faculty of CSE department SIRT. So this is my YouTube lecture in which I will discuss about the computer networking devices. I will discuss how many types of networking devices are and what are the functionalities of these devices. So one by one I will discuss about in this video. So the topic is networking devices. So networking devices is a topic of computer network in which I will discuss how these devices are connected and what are the functionalities they are given. So the network devices, it is also known as networking hardware, which is used to allow the systems to connect it. It means how the systems are connected and how we can transmit the data through these networking devices. So there are different types of networking devices. These are hub, bridge, switch, router, gateway, router and NIC. So every networking devices have their own functionalities. So this is what the connections in which there are different types of systems are connected with these types of networking devices. So the NIC card, hub, repeater, bridge, router and Ethernet switch. So these are the networking devices that connect the systems. The first networking devices is hub, which is multi-port repeaters. It means we can use the repeaters. Repeaters are used to regenerate the signals. When the signals are going to break, before breaking the connection, it will regenerate the signals or wires. So this is what the repeaters. And if I am talking about the hub, then it is a multi-port repeater. It means we can use the many type of repeaters. So the hub connects multi-wire that is coming from different branches. We can say that it is like a star topology. Hubs cannot filter data, so the data packets are sent to all the connected devices. So this is what the hub. There's a different types of hub, that is active hub, passive hub and intelligent hub. So these are the types of hub. This is a diagram of hub in which the central hub that is connect different types of systems. Now the active hub, which is used to supply the power and boost the signal, but the passive hub, which is costlier than active hub, these hubs relay signals onto the network without cleaning and boosting the system. Now the intelligent hub, which is like a active hub, includes remote management capability. It means we can connect the system which is not in the same place. We can connect the system which are in a different place. Now the bridge, which operates on the data link layer of OSI model. So the OSI model is a model where it shows how the systems are connected, how the data is transmitted and what process we apply to transmitting the data. So in this, the data link layer, which is used for the error control and flow control, for the purpose of error control and flow control. In this, bridges are used and bridges are operate on the data link layer. In this, the functionalities of bridges, it filter the content and reading the MAC address of source and destination. It interconnect two lanes. It has single input and single output port, but thus making it two-port device. Now this is a bridge which is used to connect the systems, in which we can use the hub, in which we use bridge between the two hubs. Now we can classify the bridges in two parts, that is transparent bridge and source routing bridge. So the transparent bridges, in which stations are completely unaware of the bridge's existence, whether or not the bridge is added. These bridges make use of two processes, that is bridge forwarding and bridge learning. Now the source routing bridge, in this bridges routing operation is performed by the source station and the frame specifies which route is to follow. Now the switch, this is another again the next networking devices which is again used to connect the systems. So how this connect? So I'll discuss. A switch is a data link layer device. Again the bridge is also a data link layer and the switch is also a data link layer device, it can perform error checking before forwarding the data. It means whenever we have to forward the data, first we have to check if there is an error, then it discard the, otherwise it will forward the packet or the data. And it does not forward the packet if the packet have errors. So this is what the switch, it is also called a multi-port bridge, or we can say it is the bigger version of bridge. And now we can again classify the switches in two parts, that is unmanaged switch and managed switch. For the unmanaged, we can say if the connections are small, then we can use the unmanaged switches. If the connections are large, then we can use the managed switches. So we can say that managed switches are suitable for the large and more complex network. When the networks are simple, then we can use unmanaged switches, and when the systems are complicated, connections are complicated, then we can use the managed switches. So this is the diagram of the switches. It shows how the systems are connected through the switch. So the single switch connect the different types of PC. Again, we can say that switches are operated on the third layer of OSI model. The third layer of OSI model is the network layer, where they are in which when the networks are complex, then we can use the switches that allow them to supply power to network devices over the same cable or the carrier data. Now we can again classify the switches, as I already told you. Another classification of switch is the desktop switch and modular switches. Desktop switches are designed on the desktop, and when the things are small or the environment is typically smaller size, then we can use the desktop switches. When the switches where we have to expansion or customization related work done, then we can use the modular switches. Now the router, which is used to route the packet from source to destination. Router choose the base path to sending and receiving the data. It means we have lots of choices to route the data, but it will choose the base route to transferring the data. It connects the LAN and WAN. The router device the broadcast domain of host connected through it. It is device like a switch that routes data from based on their IP addresses. Now the next one is a gateway. As name suggests, it connects the two network. They works as a messenger agent. They take data from one system and interpret it and transfer it to the another. It means it works like a gateway. If there is a two person, or we can say there is a source and destination, to firstly source send data to the gateway. After checking all the things, gateway route the data to the destination. So the gateway work like an interface between the two things. So gateways are generally more complex than switches and route. A gateway is also called protocol converter. Now the router, which is a combination of bridge and router. So the combination of bridge and router is called router, in which all the functionality that the bridge have and router have used in a router. It can work either the data link layer or network layer of OSI model, which is route the data. It is capable for splitting the local area network traffic. So this is what the home network, in which the wireless router and the wire router are connected through the internet. Now the next connecting device is NIC. The full form of NIC is network interface card, which is used to connect the computer to the network. It is installed in the computer to establish a LAN connection. Whenever we have to connect the local area network, then we can use the NIC card or network interface card. It connects the cables. Whenever we need internet in our system, we require the net connection, then we use a LAN connection. So the NIC card is a layer 2 device, which means that is worked on both the physical layer and data link layer of OSI model. So this is what the NIC, where whenever we have to join a LAN connection, then we can use the NIC card. So this is the way where NIC cards are connected, and types of NIC cards are wired NIC or wireless NIC. When the wires are used, then it is called wired NIC, and whenever we don't have to use the wires, so we can use the wireless NIC. So this is the type of NIC, or these are the connecting devices that we use to connect the computers. So thank you so much.